Hi there, it's Sam from pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me on the very last of this year's SpringWatch projects. This has been 14 days of video projects back to back to back to back, all focusing on the spring and summer catalogue, and every single day there has been a different giveaway. Today's giveaway is the bundle that creates this. It's the Cake Soiree stamp set and the Sweet Cake framelets. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Two ways to enter. You can leave a comment here on YouTube or on my blog, and that will get you one entry into the draw. Or you can place an order and you will get 5 entries into the draw. You can place an order from one of 5 countries: the UK, the Netherlands, Austria, Germany and France. And those are the 5 places where I could send these products to. If you are a randomly selected winner and you're not from one of those places, I can still send you something, but it can't be product. I'll have to send you a handmade goodie. Today's project, this one, it's a gorgeous 4-inch cube box, so that is 10 centimeters, and it's a cube, and it's got a reinforced lid, which is just lovely. I love the reinforced lid. It just looks gorgeous. 4 inches, fantastic. Show you how to make it. So you need a piece of cardstock that's 12 by 12. I've gone for Berry Burst. I actually went for, accidentally, I picked up Melon Mambo instead of Berry Burst. So I'm going to go for Berry Burst. And you need a piece of 12 by 12 paper as well, which obviously I've chosen the matching Desire Series paper. But I'm going to show you how to get the lid to sit nice and snugly. So 12 inches, 30 centimetres. On all 4 sides, score it at 4 inches. Which is 10 centimetres, so all the way around. Okay, so that's the base done. Now the lid, again, start with the same size piece of paper, and you need to shuffle it out a little bit, not that much, just a little bit, about a 1/16 of an inch. And so let me try and get this up close. That's close, and I'm just shuffling it out a little bit. So not as far as that mark, which is 1/8 of an inch, kind of a bit between the two. So, and then you score it at 1.5 inches and 4 inches, which is 4 and 10 centimetres. And keep doing the same on each side, but make sure to shuffle it out a little bit, so that you can get this nice close, and just keep going around. Isn't this paper stunning? I love it with this silver on it. Just gorgeous. Okay, final side. I'm not sure how this is going to look with Marine and Mist as the dominant colour. I think it's going to look fabulous. I hope it's going to look fabulous. Right. So that's the lid done. So I'm going to pop that to one side and come back to the base. Base is pretty easy to do. So fold on all your score lines. Okay. And then the lid, do exactly the same. Fold on all the score lines. Easier to fold before cutting, just mostly because you've only got one fold to do, whereas if you cut everything you might have to fold and burnish sort of 7 or 8 different bits that have been separated. This is nice thick cardstock and I love it. Well, it's not really cardstock, it's paper, but it's approaching territory of cardstock. So that's the lid done. So the base, I'm going to cut this first. So you can see, sort of see, there's 9 parts to it. They're all squares. We're going to chop and wedge into the outer 4 corners. So I will do the first one. Cut, you can see I've got this lumpy bit here. I'm cutting to the left of the lump. Okay, so my lump is now there, and I'm going to cut at quite a sharp angle there and chop. That doesn't matter how much, but this is what's going to come round and stick. So you rotate it round and just keep repeating. hang on to these bits because they are great for dies, punches, all of that sort of thing. And just keep coming around. And the last one. Oh, that wasn't the best, was it? I'll hack off a bit. Okay, so that's what we're left with. So each of those panels is going to come round and that's what's going to form the box. Okay, that's the base. The lid, marginally more complicated. So I'm going to grab a pen. And what we've got is this shape in all the corners. Okay, we don't need this bit or that bit or that bit. We do need that bit because that's going to fold in and that is going to fold over. So if I leave that in place for the minute and cut. Down here. The wrong bit. That's the bit I want to cut. I haven't cut the wrong bit at all. So, essentially we've done the same thing. We've wedged into here because that will be what comes around and this bit will fold over. So all of these lovely rectangles, I think I might mark it for you. They're like that to start with, and that's the square. And you need to wedge into here and wedge into these ones as well. That's slightly bigger than I would want to wedge it. But this is all the part we're going to take away. All of this bit. Okay? Right. Except we want to do it on the rectangle as we're going round. So there we go. So is that now making a bit more sense? So we're wedging into there and they're going to keep folding round. Wedge, wedge, okay, making a bit more sense, hopefully. This is going to be fun. I can't really see this one all that well. And then the last one. So what we're left with, when I turn it back over this way, 4 corner panels that are going to tuck in, and then these leaves are what they're going to come over, and that's going to be the bit that's reinforced in there. So where I couldn't see because of my pen mark, I'm going to trim up a little bit. They should all be okay now. So let's come back to the base because that's going to be the easier one to show you first. Fast fuse or a dry adhesive along these wedged panels. Ugh. Dodgy fast fuse there. Okay. Right, and then bring them round to line up, and do not stick your fingernail to it, which is what I've just done. And keep coming around. So that's the inside of the box, the base of the box, 4-inch cube, loads of room for stuff in there. These ones, we're going to stick that to there and that bit over. So I want to put some adhesive. So I'm going to work on the inside, run my adhesive along that tab and that one. All 4 of those. And then this part, as I said before, is going to fold over and stick down, so we need to get glue on there. Right, I would always suggest getting these bits stuck, the side panels stuck in first. If you are if you have the potential to be a bit wibbly, I would use a tear off adhesive, like tear and tape, rather than using a glue that is all there and in place, particularly something strong like Fast Fuse. I'm quite well versed with it, so I don't struggle too much. So there we go, so those panels in, and all you need to do now is fold those round, and because we wedged off the sides, they will just fit in nicely. So that is that done. A lid on, and oh, did you hear that? Let me do that again. Perfect fit. That lid is not coming off. Okay, berry burst ribbon with a gorgeous silver trim. Love this. So I want quite a bit of length to work with. Get my little scissors. I want quite a hefty bow on here. Fingers crossed, everybody. Actually, this is the kind of box where it doesn't matter if your bow is wibbly wobbly. Look at that. Oh, just the one twist. Thought I had it then. What is it with me and bows? Why can't they go straight? The first time. It's gone straight now. No, still not. Oh, yes, it is straight at the back. That's great. I like the length of the ribbon. I'm going to trim it off a tiny bit though. Oh, got the world's worst scissors here, and I have just cleaned them as well. Should I just go through every pair of scissors that I've got? I did want a hefty bow, but I've just completely trashed that now. I'll make it look nice for the photos. Right, let's finish this box off. So obviously I'm using this whole bundle today. So I'm bringing in the For You, which is here. Get this up on a block. And Berry Burst. And I'm using the new 1 3/8 of an inch scallop circle. So I want to get that off first. And then I'm going to go with Marina Mist. No, I'm not going to go with Marina Mist. Oh, I am, because that's the one I'm doing. Marina Mist for some little curly bits. this one here. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to go with this time round. And it's just quite pretty on the edge. So stamping done. Remember the bits we cut off before? I hope this is big enough because I want a 1.5 inch circle. And that's going to sit on there. And then I'm going to use my dies, and I'm going to take this one here, which will create a shape, and this one as well. Now, these ones are quite cool because you get a whole load of stuff going on in one go. So I've got some garden green, and let me find another edge bit that I cut off before, a wedge bit, edge bit. Now what I've got this time is I've got my precision, I've got a plate on the floor. I've got my Big Shot platform, thin die adapter, and my precision base plate. That's going on there. That one on top. And this one. And a cutting plate on top. I'm going to run this through the Big Shot. Okay, so it's quite stiff doing this. And then I'm going to run it back through just to make sure it's 100% cut through, and I can look through on the inside, and it has. Let's move that out of the way. And my bits should have cut out nicely. So where's my little brush? There's my die brush. Those will just pop out. I don't want all of them actually, but I do obviously want this one. I cut too hard. It went the whole way through everything. Oops. It cut it all into pieces. Oopsie. Okay, we'll just go with leaves then, shall we? I can't believe it did that. I can believe it did that actually. Yeah, it cut all the way through. Oops. Shall I do it without doing it like that? Oops. There's always one. Let's do the magnetic platform. That. And the plate I threw on the floor. Can't make this stuff up, can you? Oh dear. Let's try that again. Oh no, look, it hasn't gone through properly this time. Oh, for goodness sake. Has it gone through this time? If it hasn't, then I'm not playing anymore. It has. That's okay. I can't believe I cut so hard it all came out. Oops. I cut that one into pieces. Oh no, I didn't. It's here on the floor. Oh, it's me going, I cut all the bits out. I didn't. It's on the floor. Let's have two. Oh dear. Right. Let's move those out the way. We'll have two of those. Why not? Okay. So, views on the back of that. Oh, I meant to elevate that. Oh, for goodness sake. Where's my mini glue dots? Right, don't know, I want to put everything across the back of this. Loads of fuse. And I'm going to have a bit there. We're going to have two now. One there. We're going to have some leaves tucked in there as well. I'll put that one sort of behind a few. And what I'm doing is I'm just sticking it to all of the glue that I've put on. This has got loads of bits in it. They should fall out. And tucking it in the back, trying to anyway. And then when I put that on here, that is just lovely. gorgeous, great big box with dodgy ends bows, but lovely. I love it. I hope you enjoy it. I really, really hope that you've enjoyed this year's SpringWatch. Back tomorrow, back on my usual 3 a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if you're a new subscriber, I have a blog post every single day, Monday through Sunday, 7 days a week, and I have a corresponding video tutorial on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you soon. Bye.